Hi Mike Hunt. Australia is in the midst of another revolution, the sexual revolution. No longer has anyone's sexual preferences been confined to the fruity closet with the skeletons or forced to join a masked clandestine club like the one in Stanley Kubrick's film Eyes Wide Shut to fulfill their wanted desires. Personal choice and the way we express ourselves is on the rise, and if it's good enough for Mr. Cruz, then it should be good enough for the average Joe. On the weekend, I was invited by one such group to celebrate a growing new event. It is the first Saturday in March. A small suburban cul-de-sac is a hive of activity. Buzzing locals toil away, putting the last-minute touches on parade plans. Today's the third annual Straight Mardi Gras. At the helm is chief organiser and self-confessed straight man Colin Barton. So Colin, how's the preparations coming along?
Well, everything's happening here, Mike. The atmosphere is electric.
What are you trying to accomplish?
We just want the world to know that we're straight and proud of it.
To get a better insight into Colin's story, I met up with him earlier in the week. I guess the big question is, why?
I was living a lie, you know, Mike. I had no idea how to accessorise my clothes, no grooming techniques. I didn't even watch the Gilmore Girls. I just felt I had no place in modern society.
It must have been hard.
Lifestyle television, you know, lured me in with all the world of face creams and 30-minute ab workouts without even knowing. I remember once, Mike, I literally had a panic attack at a liquor store trying to choose a bottle of Chardonnay. It was then and there I realised I have to get real with myself and decided to take the plunge.
Colin decided he wanted to express his straight sexuality, so set about organising a parade in similar vein to that of the Sydney Mardi Gras, and encouraged other members of the straight community to join in. Welders, bus drivers, scrap metal workers, unemployed sign writers, bookies, all have turned out to support Colin's call to straight arm.
Alright, now listen up. It's just 5 minutes to showtime. I want everyone to smile, wave, embrace the day, and just not each other.
Yeah. Do it! It appeared Colin had more than one trick up his flannelette sleeve.
You'll love it. Now this is the duck's nuts. This is the flag we'll be using today for the Straight Mardi Gras parade. Yeah.
What do the symbols represent?
The top two symbols represent the world viewed through a straight man's eyes.
What about the bottom two?
Women's breasts, of course.
How do you choose the flag bearer?
It's usually the bloke who can neck a beer the fastest.
Hey Colin, come and have a look at this, mate.
But before the show can get underway, there's a slight hiccup.
Harry, get over here. Annual's supposed to have two ends. It's too close to anal.
Colin, man, I'm sorry.
And after a few last-minute alterations, the parade begins. Looking around, Colin, you must be very pleased with what you've accomplished.
I'm humbled, Mike. This is the best one yet. We've got 2 youths, 10 members. Look at the crowd, they're loving it.
So Colin, take us through some of the themes.
Yeah, we've got Harry up there on the flag at the front. We're on the penis float. Then there's the March of the Mowers, the Pirates of the Carry a Beer and Eskies for the kiddies. And down back we've got Gordon Tippett Dance Troupe.
One thing was for certain, everyone playing their part had chests puffed with pride.
An honour to be the flag bearer?
Oh, a real honour. I just hope the wife doesn't find out about the bed sheets in the spare room.
So Roger, is this like the coming of age, the freedom to be yourself?
Oh Mike, words just can't explain. I'm like a phoenix coming from an esky.
So Bucko, how long does this usually go on for?
Well, we usually just chuck a few bog laps and then head back to Jono's for a pawn and prawn night.
Hi guys, can I just stop you there?
Yeah.
What's the symbolism behind this piece?
Well, these lawnmowers represent the cutting of the grass and the domestic restraints which have held us back since Queer-Eyed Straight Guy came on air.
Big day ahead, Jono?
Yeah, well, better bloody hurry up, mate. I've got to get the mail back to the no by 5.
You're the only woman in this parade. How does it feel?
Ja, wirklich gut. Ich bin Schlipperin aus Deutschland und Jungs bezahlen mich die Stunde.
It appears you've gone to some considerable effort for this float.
Yeah, cheers. This year we went with the theme of the pirates. Last year it was a tribute from the book The Day of the Triffids.
Here they come. Woo. Yeah.
Shaking from the top shelf, back staring at the face of Jack.
Oh, Harry!
I borrowed a couple of my mum's pot plants. We painted ourselves green. It was just fantastic.
Fantastic.
So what keeps bringing you back year after year, Boxhead?
The beer, mate. The male companionship, but mainly the beer.
And what about you, Tezza?
Well, it was never quite the same when I saw a couple of footy players on Dancing with the Stars.
We don't have to trim our nose hairs anymore.
They all eat sushi.
This is the first appearance for solo dancer Gordon Tippett, and he got right into the spirit.
There.
It's all worth it, Mike. It's good fun.
That's some fancy footwork. What's your background?
Well, the boys said I'd full dance some good moves at last year's Christmas Rotary Shindig, and they've asked me to come back again and see what I can do today.
Can I ask, what do you do for a crust?
I put up patios. Patio's my name, patio's my game, and here's a big cheerio to all the Australian straight patio putter-uppers out there.
Hey, Gordon, get over here!
I'm gonna go.
One thing's for sure, there's no buckled wheel on this caravan of courage as it rolls on through the suburban streets. But what do the locals have to say?
It's just another excuse for a piss up, really. Harry, what have you done with the bed sheets in the spare room?
And what about you, young lady? You enjoying the parade?
I thought it was the ice cream man.
But in a diverse society, it appears not everyone lends their support.
Breeders, exhibitionists, the belts don't even match their shoes.
Unfortunately for some, this party would come to a premature end.
Geez, Gordon, what happened?
I'm devastated, Mike. I'm finished, mate. I'm finished. I've done me hammy. I've torn it during the working class man segment. I thought I did my stretches, but I'm finished, mate. But I'll be back next year.
Yeah, mate, take that.
I'll be back next year.
And as the convoy comes to a close, it was clear a brighter future beckoned for those in the straight community.
We're a long way off as being as well staged as the Pride Festival, but we're not all about pizzazz and flair and stuff, but we're improving, you know, we're getting there. You don't see the butt cheeks cut out of leather pants around here, mate. That's not what we're about. Yeah, good job. Yeah.
Well, it was a great day and an equally great cause. And although the melting pot of society bubbles and churns, and sexual orientation, its exploration and exploitation regularly undergoes fastidious examination, there should always be room for celebration. Unless, of course, it includes the participation of small defenceless animals or children. Then the correct authorities should be informed. Now, I will be back next week with another Underdog story, but waiting online now to answer your questions on the straight Mardi Gras and direct from his audition at Australia's Got Talent is Gordon Tippett. I leave you now with the final word from my new friend and non-sexually compatible male, Colin Barton. Good night!
So, Colin, do you consider yourself a revolutionist?
Me? Nah, I'm just a man on a missionary position.
painted blue. Well, this town, it casts no shadow. There's more to behold, so pure and true. You've seen it, watch it fall away, watch it fall away. Unique. Come and take a little piece, what's wrong?